Good morning, kids, parents, chess teachers. In today's lesson for future masters, we'll talk about the end game that happened in a global chess team league between Sarin, Nihail, and Jonas, Bjerre. Um, an interesting and simple end game. This is the position that we have, and white played rook to a7. Now, bishop to c6, and look at this move that white is playing right now. Look, we have hanging pawns here, and white is playing pawn to b4, sacrificing a pawn because he wants to separate those hanging pawns. Right? When white separates those pawns, they will become weaker. So after bishop e5, of course, the knight on e2 is attacked. So knight goes to f4, and now the pawn on d5 is attacked. Pawn takes, and the question is, should white capture on c8? Right? And you will see here, Nihail Sarin choose not to take, but he plays move rook b1. So he accepted this position with a pawn down, right? Because he has a great position of the rook on a7, and the knights are really fantastic, right? Now, rook c2, pawn on f2 is attacked, knight to d4, right? So rook c2 was a mistake because it allowed this move, knight to d4. Now we have a fork, right? So black goes back, and rook to b4. So look, we have a 4 pawns against 4 pawns, but the endgame is very difficult for black, right? White has all the chances to win this endgame. So let's see one more time what's happening here. So when we analyze the endgames, first we have to look at the kings, right? The white king on g1, I cannot say it's completely safe, right? Because sometimes there are checks and knight f2, right? Could be some troubles, but in general, there are no big problems. On the other side, the black king has those issues on the 7th rank, and you will see he actually got checkmated on the 7th rank. Now, the most important in this endgame is the activity of this rook on a7 and the knights, right? The knights are stronger than the bishop. The bishop on b5 cannot find a good place, and that's why black lost the game. So a simple position like 4 pawns against 4 pawns, but still white is better here. And after rook c1, check. Seems so this was a mistake. King h2, bishop to c4, right? Rook b7. And this is why I choose this game, so you can see the power of the rooks on the 7th rank, right? Rooks on the 7th rank is a strategy, right? You are taking the king. King is usually in a castling position on the 8th rank, and you make this attack. Look at this power, right? And now black made a big mistake here in this position. Played g5, right, and opened the king completely. Probably did not see the checkmate here. So rook takes on f7, pawn takes, and how about you find the checkmate here? So white can play 3-4 moves, and it's going to be a checkmate. So if you found this idea of rook g7 and then rook h7, let's move rook g7. So the rook's on the 7th rank, and now a very important move, knight f5, and the next move is rook h8, checkmate, right? So look at this position, right? So you need to protect the rook on g7 with knight, right? So it looks like very simple, but when we go back, right? Let's see. Let's see what are the most important ideas. Definitely, we need to remember this idea of rooks on the seventh rank, right? That's very important. And I think we also have to talk one more time about this position. It looks like the game could be a draw, right? Because it's 4 pawns against 4 pawns, but the black bishop is so weak, right? And that's why white has all the chances to win this game. The knights are stronger in the center of the board. This is one of those positions where the knights are stronger than the knights. Than the bishops. The pawn on d5 is an isolated pawn, right? So the white has a chances to win the game here. Let's go a little bit back and see again those important moves like b4. Rook a7 is an easy move, right? That everyone can find, but b4 is a difficult move to play. So white is sacrificing a pawn, separating the hanging pawns, creating an isolated pawn, and going into this endgame where he has a chance to win with the knights, right? So even if a pawn will go to c4, look, still there are problems with the black pawns. Yes, this pawn is quite solid, right? But look at the black bishop. It cannot find a good diagonal, right? So when the knights jump to d4, right, and the knights are very powerful here. So even in that position, so I think taking on b4 is correct, right? And probably there are chances here to make a draw, but this was a mistake. Rook c2 is the move that is a mistake. Let's see if, yeah, there is a better move. Instead of rook c2, bishop to c4. That would be a better move, right? Rook b4, and then with a rook a8, black should offer a trade of that rook because those rooks are really powerful, and you have to trade if nothing one of them. If you can trade one of the rooks, then much better chances for black to survive in this position because the checkmate is not going to be happening, right? So this was the way to play, so offering a trade of the rook. Okay, with this we'll finish our lesson. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.